And welcome back, everybody, to a brand new episode of I Want My Podcast. This is 90 Day Fiancé UK edition. I am one of your hosts, Miguel Perez.
And I'm Jenna.
Fuck yeah.
I'm back for a minute.
You're back for a hot minute.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. My wife and I...
Back at it again.
We're back at it again. And, of course, we're going to be talking about 90 Day Fiancé UK, Season 1, Episode 2. British women are hard work.
Oh, God. I died when he said this.
And it didn't take long either. So why don't we just jump right into it?
Okay. You're going to need to add descriptions of each and their names because I have not committed their names to memory. As we all know, that is not my strong suit.
Yeah, it's all good, baby girl. We got Richard. He is the very first one, right? We got Richard and Christine. That's his counterpart. Richard is 42, and he is a director of douchebaggery, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that sounds right.
And
correct job.
Yeah, and he starts his whole episode by being the Golden Eagle. And I think he does trivia or something.
Yeah, he does like a branded trivia game like platform, and then he also like does the trivia hosting.
Okay, so he's just a trivia guy, which is like, I think it's kind of like a douchey thing to have.
It is.
Like, it's a skill. It's not a skill. It's just kind of like they think they're DJs, but they're not DJs.
Yeah, I could say that. They're like DJs for like intellectuals who want a social gathering. You know, like want an opportunity to socialize, so that everyone goes to trivia.
Yeah.
I like trivia. I'm not that great at it, but I know one really good trivia leader, like a person who does it for fun, and she's like the best person in the world.
Is it
and
Jess?
Then, yep, Jess.
Oh, she's nice.
Yeah, she's so knowledgeable about different things. She's like fascinating to have a conversation with, because we have the same interests, so that helps. But then every other one I know are super douchebags, and those are like the general trivia guys. He just he's like at the company level, but then like he still goes out and does it. So I just think it's an excuse to like be out.
Yeah,
you know?
Like he just wants to. Yeah, that's a good way to put you put it.
Yeah,
it's an excuse to stay out and just get fucked up.
Because remember his like nightly routine?
Oh yeah,
it was pub, strip club, kebab shop, Uber home. Yeah, I might have missed something, but it was pretty much that. Yeah. And that day starts at 12, so he's out.
Ooh,
I know.
Imagine. Don't get me wrong, it's a pretty good life.
That's like the life you want.
That's kind of the life that I would like.
Yeah.
You know, wake up at 8, go to work until 12.
Yeah, minus the strip shop. What is it called? Strip place?
No, are you kidding me?
What?
It would actually, for me, it would be pub, strip.
No.
Club.
No.
Kebab.
No.
And then Uber home.
Yeah. That's too much.
That's
strip
what I would
clubs,
do.
I've never been to one, but they just make me sad. So I just assumed that you felt the same way.
EJ and I went to a strip club where the strippers had socks.
Socks on?
Yeah, socks on.
Why? That's the funniest thing.
Yeah, they had the long socks with the stripes, the stripes on the.
Was it part of their outfit?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think they use them to like they don't slip.
Oh.
On like with their shoes, maybe the shoes didn't fit.
Yeah, they wore it with shoes too.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's so embarrassing.
Yeah. It's like wearing socks with sandals.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It literally is.
Yeah. And they were doing all their dances in front of us.
Oh no.
And we just like couldn't keep our eyes off the socks. And like we didn't say anything until like we like walked away from the main stage.
Yeah.
And we were like, was she wearing socks? It's like, yeah, she was wearing socks.
See, this is what I mean for like, I don't think you're that into it because you like pick up details like that.
Yeah.
You know, like what about that that strip club in Rhode Island that's just like old ladies and pregnant ladies?
Which one?
I don't know. Oh yeah, there's more than one.
I've been to Cheaters. I've been to Alex's in Stoughton, Massachusetts.
Oh.
That one was fun. Alex's.
Yeah.
Cheaters was a lot of fun too.
Cheaters?
Cheaters.
That's the name?
It's a pink building. Yeah.
It's
well,
so
it used to be a pink building. I don't know if
specific.
it's open anymore.
Yeah. Huh.
We went to Dulce in Missouri.
Why?
Because I was there. I was 18.
Okay.
And what else? I think that's it. But yeah, that's the. Oh, I went to one in Boston.
There's only two.
Yeah, the one that I went to get my equipment from the bar that we used to run shows at. And the owners were like, "Hey, you guys always did great for us. You always brought money in. Why don't we take you out?" And we were like, we kind of just want our equipment.
Yeah.
But then they took us out. We went out drinking. Then they took us to a strip club. And
oh, my God.
we were just like, can we just go get our equipment? They're like, oh, yeah. Let's go do that.
Oh, no.
But, yeah, that strip club was funny because the bathroom looked like a diner.
Oh.
Yeah.
Weird. Like a 50s diner?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. It had like red. It was like red, black, and white tile, too.
Gross.
Yeah.
That's a rough combo.
It is.
For a bathroom.
It is. But, of course, I'm sure the strip clubs in England are, I don't know, better since he's always there, right?
I don't know. Based on his, like, persona,
yeah,
I don't know that he would have the highest standards.
That's true.
But, yeah, he just gets worse and worse.
He really does.
Yeah.
Especially when he starts describing his type of woman that he wants, his type of wife.
Yes.
He wants a traditional lady.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody that can clean his underwear, wash the dishes, cook,
pick up his socks.
Pick up socks. Even Mickey is like, Mickey, would you like more of a traditional woman or a more modern woman? I think he went with modern.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he's for equality.
Yeah, he's a good puppy. He's very progressive.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, I agree, Mickey. That's good. But this guy is not. What's his name? Jordan?
His name is Richard.
Richard. Okay, I was off. But yeah, and like I feel like for the ladies who listen to this podcast, like we all just bristle listening to him because it's like putting us back in shackles. When this was expected of women, that this is all we did. I would be a terrible housewife.
You would?
Yeah.
I don't know. You make pretty good food.
Well, yeah, but like not all the time. Not if we order a lot.
That's true.
And I'm like terrible at cleaning. And
you're pretty good at cleaning.
Yeah, but I don't do it. Your standards are very low, so it's a good fit in terms of expectations. But
so
like,
you're a pretty good wife.
I'm way below my standards. I'm like failing, but it's fine.
I think you'd be a pretty good traditional wife, babe.
No, thank you. My talents are better served elsewhere. Yeah, neither of us. Like we always say, like we need a traditional wife or like a nanny or something like that.
We should get a traditional sister wife.
Yeah. In fact, you had that thought. I had someone come over to help us organize when we moved in because I wanted to start like on the right foot. So she helped us organize the kitchen and I think the back room. Mm-hmm. And the closets.
And the closets.
Yeah, and Miguel was like off in another room, like not helping. And you were like, this is nice having two women work in the house. And I was like, oh, God, so embarrassing. You're just like Richard.
I'm a traditional man looking for a traditional wife.
It was nice having help, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we have to get a wife.
Oh, we have a spare room.
No.
Yeah, she can stay there.
I don't want anyone staying here.
Why not? It'll
I
be
hate
fun.
sleepovers.
What if we get Chantel?
No, thank you. She makes terrible eggs.
She's the greatest. But Richard is in love with Kathleen. She lives in the Philippines, and they met on a dating. Oh, an international dating website.
Mm-hmm.
She has a massive head and a great ass.
That's how he described her. That's not our own observation. And do you think the international dating website was Filipino Cupid?
Probably.
They used to say these specific websites on the show, but now they've like whitewashed them.
Yeah, because they don't want to like promote them.
Yeah.
Even though like they should, because that's where they get most of their cast members.
It's true. It's true.
So it's like the perfect recruitment center.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, yes, they chat about 15 times a day, so you think that the relationship is going great. After work, he tells us his schedule, and we are not happy, but, I'm thinking about following the schedule, maybe. Then we meet Kathleen.
I'd like to see you try that.
Yeah, I couldn't last.
Yeah.
I'd be like, pub,
sleep
Uber
on the
home.
side. Okay. Wow, that's better.
Or walk home.
Mm-hmm.
Depends where I am. But yeah, then we meet Kathleen, and she is the oldest child, and she has to take care of a store that the family owns, or the family owns,
mm-hmm.
and
her mother
and her mom.
Yeah, her mom has Parkinson's disease, which is a very, very aggressive disease.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? Michael J. Fox.
Fox.
He's like one of the most famous people with Parkinson's disease.
Ali.
And what?
Muhammad Ali.
Oh, he has it too?
Yeah, I
oh
believe
my
so.
gosh,
I
that's
believe
so
yeah.
tragic. Yeah, it just takes away everyone's mobility. It's really sad.
Yeah. And we got to see some like shoots, some scenes where she's like massaging her mom's like legs and arms, and just to like keep her relaxed and yeah. But yeah, she's filing for her work visa.
Wait, she's a nurse too.
She's a nurse,
so that's why it makes it like super relevant that she's helping her mom, because she's like has the actual education to be like a proper care person.
Yeah, yeah.
So when she moves, like you were just about to say, like she's gonna get her work visa in England, which is kind of new for this show.
It is.
Because usually, like at least when they come to the U.S., people come over on the K-1 visa, where, they can't work for 6 months and then they have to wait for work papers, and it's a whole thing.
That's right.
But England, it's set up in different ways, which I'm sure we'll learn more about, but she's able to directly apply for a work visa.
Yeah, they're like, come on, get to working.
Yeah, and like with the shortages in like nursing staff and healthcare staff, like I'm sure like England is really smart about it and saying like, yeah, come on over if you want to fill these roles. So she probably has a high rate of acceptance or higher rate of acceptance.
No, she definitely does.
Yeah.
And she says that, it's going to suck leaving, but she has to like pretty much pass that torch down to the other brother, Chris. I think Chris.
Yeah.
Chris. And he's like, yeah, I'll do my best. I'll look after our parents and everything. But I'll do my best.
Right.
I'm not you.
He looked younger.
Yeah, he looked younger too.
Like he's been taken care of a lot.
Yeah. Then they ask Kathleen, so like, what's up? What do you like about Richard? She's like, well, I like it. I like that he's just like, he's crazy. He talks a lot, and it's just kind of crazy, and I don't know. I like the guy.
Mm-hmm. He's cool. He's a kook.
Yeah,
and like some people like kooks.
Yeah,
I get it. I like kooks.
You do?
Yeah, you're a kook.
Me?
Yeah,
little old me.
Kooky little old you. But he's not as kooky as the other couple from where one is from England, one's from the Philippines. Remember the crazy lady in episode 1 who is like dressed up in trash and like doing a dance on the video?
Sean and Christine.
Maybe.
I believe.
She was from the Philippines too, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Seem like fun people.
Those ones are going to be fun.
Yeah, totally.
But her dad is not really on board with this. He's like, this is bullshit. I don't condone this kind of BS. And she's like, why? He's like, because he probably just wants like a sex slave. Yeah,
that's like a big red flag in Filipino families. I guess that's a real problem. Like here we have a problem with what is it called? Human trafficking.
Yeah.
Like big bad problem.
Yeah.
And I guess, obviously they have it there too.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
And on top of that, he's losing his, like, number one worker in the home and the store.
In the store, yeah.
Yeah, number one employee.
Oof. That sucks when your number one employee has to move away.
Yeah, and they, like, really rely on her, it seems.
Yeah.
But she's 30-something, you know?
She's a little on the older side.
Probably time.
Yeah.
Hey, not on the older side.
No, that's not what I meant. Like, I meant, like, she's, you know, her younger years are past.
Right.
Like 20s. Which she would, like, do something like she's doing now.
Oh, no, your Richard is showing. Categorizing ladies as old. Yeah.
Speaking of Richard, he continues to do more foolish things. He goes out to drink with his friends and he's like, hey, where's my drink at? And they're like, right here, you drunk. And he's like, cool. Let me tell you all about Kathleen. And they're like, okay, like, is she cool? Like, what's the deal with her? Like, is she coming here for the, like, I don't know if they have, like, K1 visa, or, like, what if they call it K1 visa, but that's basically what they were trying to say. Like, are you bringing her here? He's like, absolutely not. She's actually bringing herself here. She is getting a work visa, so I don't have to do anything. I don't have to do any of the work. All I get to do is get all the benefits.
That's right.
So, there it is.
Oh my
I
gosh.
was like, wow, this guy is an absolute asshole.
Yeah. So she's not going to be like a sex slave. She's just going to be like a work slave. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
Because even his friends are like, so you expect, what does she do for work? Oh, she's a nurse. Okay. So you expect her to work 40 to 60 hours a week or probably more, then come home, cook for you, clean, pick up everything around the house, walk the dogs, and just be with you all the time. And he's like, yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. And they're like, Jesus Christ, dude. And he's like, well, if you feel some kind of way, that's on you. You know, she has a voice. She can use it. She can tell me if she doesn't want to do it. But that's not up to you. It's her. She wants to say something, she will. But if you feel if you feel some type of way, that's your problem.
Right. I mean, I hear what he's saying. Like, mind your own business. But at the same time, like, I'm glad they're, like, pointing out that this is a terrible expectation and a terrible plan. And there's, like, a power dynamic going on here where I think he has a little bit more power. And then she has, I mean, I don't know if it's, like, there's no dependency on him, like, to get the work visa.
Yeah.
But it still is like a little, like, he set the expectations to her that she has to follow what he wants in order for this to work out.
Yeah, which is not always good.
No, that's not good.
It's actually never good. But back to the Philippines, we see Kathleen meeting up with her friend, and they are going to talk about the work visa in the UK, and also about her worries, because apparently Richard likes to get drunk and flirt with women. And not just any women. Ladyboys.
Oh, that's right. He said ladyboy, though, and then she didn't, like, betray him or anything by repeating that.
Oh, so you think that he was just like, yeah, I do that, and she was like, nope, he doesn't do that.
Yeah. Or, like, just leaving it for him to share.
Right, like, she's just trying to, like, hide it. So. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Or, I don't know,
save
maybe,
the embarrassment for him or something. Or...
I wasn't sure if it was, like, the kind of thing where, like, he didn't know that they were ladyboys, and he thought they were just ladies, or, like, he actually knew and was, like, searching for them. I would like to know more about that.
Well, here's what we do know. He lost his phone, probably when he was one of the pubs, and he started using her phone. And he started logging into everything through his phone and he started talking to other women through her phone. Does that make any sense?
No, it sounds very dumb.
It is very dumb.
Like, if you're trying to hide something like that, that's, like, the number one thing not to do.
It is so stupid.
Yeah.
I don't get it. But, I mean, he's just who he is. But, you know. They broke up for about 6 months, and eventually he was like, hey, here's some money. And she's like, what do you want to send me money for? And he's like, seeing as you can survive the pandemic, girl.
Yeah.
And she was like, all right, well, let's chat again. And then they started talking, and, you know, they eventually got back together.
He reeled her back in.
Yeah. And this guy is just fucking just full of surprises because apparently he also met a girl from the same area, from like
Malaysia.
Malaysia, yes, actually a different place. And he went to visit her. Mm-hmm. And the friend was like, "How do you know this?" She's like, "He fucking told me." Like, this guy has no shame.
No.
Like, no shame at all. Balls to the wall.
Mm-hmm.
I do what I want. Yeah. I respect it. But God, is he just a fucking asshole.
Yeah. It's not great.
All right. Well, babe,
yeah?
Thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, my God. It was a delight. Thank you.
People are going to be very happy to hear your lovely voice.
Hi, people.
And, yeah, we'll see you soon.
Okay. Sounds good.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Well, we're going to move on with the next couple. And I'm talking about Kadie and Alejandro. And Kadie misses her Alejandro. And she's like, fuck it. He experienced my culture. I'm going to go experience his. And her grandma's like, okay, well, let me iron your socks and your panties and then send you on your way. And Kadie's like, I'm nervous because she's apparently never been away from her grandmother Liz or her dog. But again, she's going to take the famous lover's leap. So here we go. Then they ask Liz, what would you do if Kadie decides to stay in Mexico? And Liz shares that she would be very, very upset. But, you know, at this point, it's like, you just got to let her do her thing, you know. She can't be with you forever. Plus, Mexico is, like, a lot warmer. She might enjoy it. I don't know. Maybe, I mean, she's retired, so maybe she can move to Mexico with them. It's very, like, traditional for you to live with your parents or, like, have all your family under one roof. So, I mean, to have Grandma Liz there enjoying the food and the traditions and everything, I think it would be great for Grandma Liz. Maybe she'll find herself her own Alejandro. I don't know. But today is a day Kadie is traveling to Mexico, and Liz is obviously sad. She thinks Kadie might like Mexico, and she won't come back, which it's a possibility. She gets in her car and heads to the airport. Then we get to see 24 hours earlier, when Alejandro sits down with his parents to let them know, hey, Kadie is coming here. And not only that, he also shows them a ring, because he's planning to propose to her. Dad is like, all right, yeah, no, that's pretty ring. But the mom is like, I don't know, this seems kind of soon. So now we got the first hater of the show. Not the first hater of the show, but the first hater of their... Actually, no, she would be the second, because the first haters were the friends. So technically the mom is the second hater. So there it is. She's the second hater of the show. His parents are like, all right, well, listen, if you want to bring her here, we're okay with it. Like, obviously your mom has, you know, some issues with it. She thinks it's too soon. You guys don't really have a strong foundation, but we support you. We love you. And if you really, we don't want to lose you. We don't want you to move to the UK. We want you to stay here. So why don't you just take her out on a tour and, you know, show her everything that Guadalajara has to offer, you know, show her, you know, take her to a dance, take her to eat elotes, take her to eat esquites, all guys, show her the food that we have. The food is like really our selling point at this point in Mexico. We have amazing food. You just can't beat it. And we obviously we got some fucking amazing traditions and some great festivals and shit like that, so that will all hopefully line up, and she will see all of it and, you know, impress her, and maybe she'll move to Mexico, because that's what the parents want. So they tell her, just convince her to stay here. So yes, so the parents are very, very they accepted Kadie at this point, so she's good, she's in without them even meeting her. So good for you, Kadie. Kadie! I just love saying her name. But we're going to move on to the next couple, because that was it for them. And the next couple is one of my favorites, Victoria from... and Sean. And today she is waiting at the airport for her stupid scamming man of mystery. And there he is. He arrives. He has a bunch of luggage. It's awkward. There is no kisses, like a side hug. And off the bat, I was like, this is just not good. This is not good. But they make it to the hotel, and they get super fucking weird. Like, there was just no chemistry. There was no connection. There was nothing between these two. I think they're just better off being friends, because I think at the end of the day, what he wants to do is just get some credit cards from her so he can take back to Japan, so he can continue to buy whatever he wants to buy, or like maybe like, you know, wood for his YouTube channel or whatever. I don't know. But anyways, the transition was hilarious. Actually, Jenna cut this. We, you know how they do like the little like montage of them doing something silly into the camera. For Victoria and Sean, we saw Victoria standing on the frame and Sean popping from behind her very weirdly. It was fucking bizarre, but it was hilarious at the same time, so I did not hate it. Anyways, they go to Underground to eat more Japanese food because, you know, when you travel abroad, the thing that you want to eat is something from your native country. That's just the rule, right? Like if you are from the U.S. and travel abroad, you want to find a Subway or a McDonald's or a Burger King. So this is exactly what they did. They went to eat some Japanese food because she wants to find out more about this mystery dirtbag. So she's like, all right, question number 1, are you totally divorced? And Sean is like, yeah, I have divorce certificate. Like he fucking earned it or something. He's like, yeah, they give it to you after you graduate divorce school. This is my certificate. And he goes, yeah, but my other marriage was also international. Did you know that? She goes, the fuck? What do you mean your other marriage? She's like, no, I only have one marriage. She's like, you just said you had 2. He's like, well, yeah, like the girl was from another country. So, but you only had 1. He's like, yeah, I only had 1. She goes, oh, fucking Christ, this is... Oh, in the words of Sean, oh, fucking hell. But anyways, his divorce said... this is Sean's words, by the way. My divorce wrapped up in July. And she's like, this fucking past July, Sean? He's like, yeah, this past July. And she's like, oh my God, dude. I've been talking to you this whole time. We've been talking for like fucking a year or something. And he's like, oh yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. She's like, so you were married while I was talking to you? He's like, we're kind of separated. She's like, kind of separated? He's like, yeah, kind of separated. And she's just like, oh wow, this is a little too much. All right. And he's like, I'm so sorry. This was a bad timing, but you know, you had to know. And boom, there goes just another red flag, just one after the other, really. She goes, all right, well, fuck that. Second question, what is your job? He's like, I'm a YouTuber. She goes, oh, boy. No, but what do you really do? He's like, I'm man of mystery. I'm a YouTuber. Most YouTubers are younger, so they get more views. But I get views too because I'm an older YouTuber. She's like, Sean, what the fuck do you do for work? And then it cuts to a talking head where Sean says, the truth needs time to be told. I'm not hiding anything, but it needs time. So he's hiding something. What do you guys think he's hiding? That he's a scammer? That he's like a soldier boy? Like, do you think he's going to make a song about her? Like, what is he hiding? What do you guys think is hiding? Let me know in the comments below when this comes out. Let me know, because I want to know what you think he's hiding. He's definitely hiding something. Like, there's no doubt about that. But anyways, the next day, they are getting a little more familiar with each other. They're holding hands, which is kind of nice, I guess. But they spend most of the time in their tiny hotel room that she got them. And she tells him, like, listen, I need to be back in Birmingham. I can't be in London with you because I have to take care of my parents. And he's like, yeah, but can we stay in London? She's like, bro, I just told you we cannot stay in London. Like, that's it's just not impossible for me because I have to go take care of my parents, leave you here, and then, after I'm done over there, come back here and then leave them there. So it's like, we need to go back to Birmingham. And he's like, huh, yeah, that's not acceptable. She's like, yeah, you got them right, it's not. He's like, all right, well, listen, I'll come to Birmingham with you, and we'll find a place more suitable for us, maybe like an Airbnb or something. We can stay there. Is that cool? She's like, that is fucking cool. Shake on it. You're not going to back down on your word. We're going to stay in Birmingham. We're not going to stay in London. Is that good? You fucking pinky swear? He's like, yeah, of course. Let's do it. So he compromised. That is the first and only thing that I've seen good about Sean, that he compromised a little bit. But that's about it. Other than that, I think he's just going to screw her over, get more credit cards out of her, and he's going to go back home and buy more phones to sell to Jihoon, who will eventually sell them to China, but then he'll get pinched. We all know the story, right? I'm just kidding. That was somebody else said that in one of the comments on the last episode that I did. I can't remember if it was Rachel or somebody else, but it was really funny, all right, so yeah, that's it for Sean and Victoria. We're gonna move on to the next and last couple. I say it's Bradie, but Jenna says is, what is it? What is her name? Bradie? Bradie? So you think her name is Bradget? Oh. Bradie? I like Bradie better. It sounds so much better. But okay, well, let's go with Bradie and host. Sounds weird now. And it's the next day, and they're having breakfast, and of course it's the last day because they only spend a weekend together. And they're like, yeah, this is it. This is the last day we see each other before God knows how long. And host asks if she had fun, and she says, it wasn't what I was planning on. It wasn't what I planned for, but, I had fun. And he's like, all right, well, listen, this was more of an introduction to my family and my uncles and everything. Like, it's just, just so you can, see how I live. That's really what this was. And she's like, yeah, whatever. Then they kiss. They say goodbye. Host feels like they didn't really have enough time. He wishes he could have more time with her. But she leaves with the knowledge that this is real. And host is the one. So there it is. 90 Day UK. What a great episode this was. It was really fun. It was really nice, really short. Again, I could have done an hour and a half again. I love this show. And I know there's another one. There's another one coming. The new Jenny and Sumit, where the Jenny is a little bit older and the Sumit is a little bit younger, I think. And that one's going to be good. We also have the gay couple, which is going to be messy. Because apparently TLC was like, hey, listen, Kenny and Armando were a hit, but we can't have that. We need messiness. We need to find some real messy people. And Matt Sharp was like, say no more. Boom. Carlos and Valentine. And TLC were like, we need more. And they're like, say no more. Caleb and the other guy, I don't know. But they're going to be on this season. So we still got a couple more people to meet, a couple more cast members to meet. So, and I'm very excited for that. I can't wait. But unfortunately, that's it. That's all the time we have. Thank you so much for joining me today. I love you so much. Have a great rest of your day. And remember...